Chapter 11. Robin's home office was mostly bare except for some file boxes stacked in a corner and a lone desk and chair. She and Pete carried in Walter's computer equipment, the morning light through the windows making the suspect machine look deceptively ordinary. "This is a heavy sucker." Pete set the monitor down on the desk. "About your theory, Walters couldn't have done this without help. He knew the brain, but it would take a computer genius to design this thing." "Dr. Leeds," she replied instantly. "Leeds must have found a way to amplify this effect, maybe through specific screen frequencies or interaction patterns that target particular brain regions. Walters knew which regions were vulnerable, and Leeds could have devised ways to attack them. The front doorbell's ring made them both freeze." "Who's that?" Pete asked. "I don't know." Two serious-looking FBI men, Steve and Mark, in similar brown suits, stood at the door when Robin opened it. "Steve?" "Hello, Robin. We have a problem." Back with Pete, she hurriedly prepared to leave. "I had a major run-in with Nelson and Jones this morning," the chief bitched to the Justice Department. "So where you going?" "To have it out with that fathead, to let him know I'm not going to be bullied." Pete's look changed, seeing a new side of her. She softened. "It shouldn't take long. Want to wait here for me? I promise. I'll be in a better mood." He moved toward her, nuzzled her hair, and kissed her. At the local FBI office, Robin faced Steve and Mark while Chief White, Nelson, and Jones sneered from the sidelines. "I find Chief White's objections to be ludicrous. It's based solely on my relationship with one of his officers." She turned to the chief. "You must have very low regard for your men if you condemn me for caring about one of them." The chief dismissed her, addressing Steve and Mark instead. "The fact is, Dr. Gaines took Detective Rota on an escapade out of his jurisdiction." "Escapade? I'd like to finish my statement." Steve gestured for Robin to calm down. "If Detective Rota was on his normal assignment, he would have prevented the massacre that occurred at my station. That's a crock of hindsight and speculation. The fact is that the trip was sanctioned by a superior officer, and it pertained to a case in this jurisdiction. We all know how important it is to find Dr. Leeds." Steve and Mark exchanged tight-lipped glances. Meanwhile, in Robin's home office, Pete sat before the computer. The screen glowed with a simple welcome message when he pressed the power button. As the debate continued, Robin anxiously checked her watch. "We don't want her here," White declared. "That's the bottom line. I was hired to do this job because I'm damn good at it, and I won't accept local interference. If you place restrictions on me, I'll quit. Then you'll have to explain to Washington why you chose him over me. We could make future cooperation very tough for you boys." Steve and Mark glared at the antagonists. A knock interrupted them, and a cowed clerk entered with a whispered message for Steve. After the clerk left, Steve approached the chief. "Okay, it's arbitration time. What do you want, Chief?" The chief narrowed his eyes suspiciously. "Dr. Gaines is not to conduct any investigations in my jurisdiction." Steve turned to Robin. "Totally unacceptable." He put his hand on her shoulder and led her so they could speak in private, while the chief clenched his jaw and watched the exchange. "I've made a split decision, and it's final. Dr. Gaines will not conduct any future investigations in this jurisdiction, but she will be allowed to finish her work on the Walters and Brock cases." The chief's face darkened with displeasure. Back at Robin's house, Pete sat transfixed before the screen, pressing keys slowly and methodically. His posture was too relaxed, almost trance-like, so absorbed that he didn't hear the front door open. Robin checked herself in the hall mirror, calling out, "Pete? Where are you?" He snapped out of it, quickly turning off the computer and stepping away from the desk. Robin entered smiling, but stopped when she saw the computer was set up. "I thought we agreed not to use the computer. I just couldn't believe this. Box of wires could be dangerous." She studied him carefully. "Hey, Doc, back off. I'm not one of your patients." "I'm disappointed. I trusted you to keep your word." "Look, I turned it on. I've been using it for hours and nothing happened. You're pissed off because I proved you wrong. Why are you so angry?" "Maybe I'm tired of your condescending attitude." Robin composed herself. "Okay, you tried the computer. It's not important to the case, so we can return it to Liz." Not yet. I need to put more time into it." It's not a monster, but there might be a clue in there. She changed tactics. Guess what? The feds are holding Dr. Leeds under house arrest for me. They're holding Leeds? I got him in exchange for giving ground to Chief White. What do they have on Leeds? Unsupported data on a grant application. It's flimsy. Leeds will be gone by tomorrow. Will you drive down with me? Pete shifted uncomfortably. The chief's not gonna like that I'm helping you, and I gotta work and live in this town long after you're gone. Her hurt feelings showed as she looked away. Well, good night then. I need your house key. What? I'm working on the computer tomorrow. I can either do it here, or I'm taking it with me. Robin fought to maintain control. She took her keys from her jacket pocket. I'll give you mine if you give me yours. He tried to read her angle. It's a matter of fairness, Pete. Unhappy but cornered, he dug in his wallet for his spare key.